Hello and welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. It's great to have you here. Today we're going to take a look at this Sekonda watch. Now this is the 1556.27, although I have seen this described as a 3882 as well, because they look very similar watches. Now I came across this watch after a subscriber recommended I look at another Sekonda watch. Swamp Thing, I've got that one on order. It will be with me soon, so I'll get that review out as soon as I can. And I saw this and I thought, oh, this is a bit different. Now, the reason I thought it was a bit different is, let me put a picture up of what it looks like in the Amazon listing, which is where I got it from. And you'll see it has sort of a bronze face and a grey chapter ring. Move the packaging. Oh, let's get rid of that. So, to my surprise, when it arrived, it's got a grey face. Now, there are certain lights where you can get it to look that's more sort of bronze colour, but it doesn't quite look like it does in the picture. Anyway, I ordered it. Now, they do this watch in a couple of different other colours. They do a black, a silver, and a brown. So I ordered this one, which is the grey, thinking it was a bronze face, but it's not. It's a grey face. It's a quartz watch, pilot style watch. Comes with a 2-year warranty. Now this version, the grey one, cost me, I think it was £16 or £17. The other colours are slightly dearer at £30, but I have a feeling that they cycle through the colours sort of on a sale. It's a really nice looking watch, but it is flawed, as is every Sekonda, which I'll come on to in a little bit. Now for your £18 from Amazon, I'll put a link in the description, you get a 42mm diameter watch, 50mm lug to lug. We've got a thickness of 10mm, sitting nice and proud there, and we've got a strap width of 22mm, which is great because you can put plenty of options with this watch if you wanted to, which is great, which is something I'll come on to in a little bit. And weight is 50 grams. Now, that's probably down to the fact that it's an alloy case, obviously made to look like stainless steel. Crystal is mineral crystal, so nothing too exciting on there, but for the price you really cannot moan at that. And we've got this really nice pilot style watch face that they've gone for. So for the dial, we've got this lovely sunburst effect grey background, which does change colour really well in the sunlight. I can get it to close to that bronze colour that they show on the imagery. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but the imagery is pretty poor as a representative of what the actual colour is. It's much lighter when you get it, as you've already seen, but it does look really good. It's really striking. On top of that, we've got printed a pilot style dial with the 12 represented by an arrow, and then we've got Arabics every 5 minutes with minute markers. Then on the chapter ring, which is a much lighter grey, we've got the minutes marked every 5 minutes, as well as minute markers in between. Also in the dial, a frame date window. Looks really good. Rather have it colour matched, but it looks good with all the white on there. It looks really smart, goes really well with the design. And then we've got the hands. We've got this baton style minute hand, this very short arrow style hour hand, and then a bright yellow seconds hand. And that bright yellow really stands out. It looks really good, actually. Quite pleased with that. Now, the hands are loomed, but it's only the hands that are loomed. The indices aren't, which is a bit of a shame, really. But I suppose at this price, it's not unexpected. I'll put a picture up just here. As you can see, the loom's bright. Not the greatest lasting loom in the world, but very visible. Now, the bezel is a very rounded type of bezel, meeting up to the crystal and down to the body of the watch. And it sort of adds to that sort of pilot style. Crown, just a simple crown, unsigned, as they normally are on Sekondas, to be fair, with a very fine grain just on the side to help you grip it. Decent sized crown as well. Now the case back, quite clean and simple. I'm not even taking the sticker off the back yet. Stainless steel back, again, which kind of proves that the body's alloy. Sekonda, water resistant to 50 meters, which is good for a watch at this price. 50 meters is excellent. And then Japanese movement, and then we've got NK or 1556, assembled in China. It's a screw-on case back, and it gives you 50 meters of water resistance. Brilliant at this price. Now the strap is this grey strap on this particular one. Obviously the straps do vary on the other colours. With this stitching style, which is really nice. It's a leather upper, so obviously this is leather, and this is then backed onto the leather. And it's really a nice looking strap. It goes with it really well. However, Sekonda, you need to stop doing what you do with straps, because you just make them so blinking short. They are terribly short. I mean, even on this one, you could easily get a few more holes down towards the end of the strap. I appreciate you can't go quite to the end because it will split, but you've left all that room. So it actually doesn't fit my wrist. So I've got an 8-inch wrist. So this watch would not be good for people with 8-inch wrists. If you've got a wrist of 7-inch or below, this watch will be great for you. Anything above, you're really going to struggle. And Sekonda keep doing this. If you look at my other Sekonda review I did recently, the problem I had there was the strap was way too short as well. I had to replace the strap. And I'm going to have to do the same with this one. I'm just expecting every Sekonda I get now to be really short on the strap. So you might save some money buying the watch, but you end up buying a NATO just to fit the watch to get it to fit you. It's really annoying. So here it is on wrist. Looks good. I really like the look of the watch. For the price, it's a great watch. But look, as you can see, I haven't actually got it fastened because the strap is just so short. Even if they'd have put a couple of extra holes, as I said, down here, I could have done it. But I'm basically going to break a spring bar on my wrist trying to get it onto the last hole. As I say, if you watch my other video, you will see that the other Sekonda I had was also very short in the strap. Now, Niggles, obviously the strap is just so frustrating that they just keep putting short straps on everything. So if you're a bigger guy, Sekonda are really not going to be the manufacturer to look at, I don't think. Which is, again, frustrating because they do some really good value for money. And the other one is the dial. It doesn't look like it does in the photo, but the dial isn't horrible, so I can't complain. What I'll do is I'll put this onto a NATO, see what you think of it on a NATO. Okay, so here it is on a NATO. This is just a simple plain black one. Now this is actually a 20mm NATO, but it works really well. 22 would be better. I was actually planning to put it on this NATO. What I didn't realise is this NATO is just as short as the strap that the watch came on. It was a new NATO strap I just opened, and it's really short, so just check your NATO length before you try and fit it, but never mind. Anyway, overall thoughts, great watch. Strap's terrible if you've got bigger wrists. Sekonda, please stop doing that. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.